Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This intro is going to be really fast and to the point. We're going to do a solo queue guide, how to play solo, provide tips, do commentary in real time. I'm going to play Wattson because Wattson is not a great legend to kind of get out. People always ask, well, how do people get into the thick of it and then get out? Well, they play Wraith, they play Horizon, because that get out of jail free card. So let's get into it. I'm going to jump cut right to the gameplay. I hope we'll try to do this between 5 rounds. We'll do the best we can, and we'll showcase some of the best of it. I think we'll probably highlight 2 of them. And if they're not great rounds, I'm just going to upload not great rounds. Okay, so we're on Storm Point initially here, and it's probably going to switch over to World's Edge. I might take these a little bit of a break throughout the day. I might not do them all back to back, but I'll try to only do like 5 rounds. 5 rounds realistically throughout the day is still like 2.5 hours if they're long rounds. So there's a dropping. Usually you'll drop to where you know there's weapons. And there's multiple teams here, which is also a good sign. If they're landing on top of each other, then I will try to stay in the thick of it. If they don't and they spread out, I need to be very careful to duck and weave so I don't get singled out. That's probably one of the biggest problems is whenever you get singled out in a fight. So I got decent weapons. Honestly, I can fight as much as I want to at this point. All I'm going to do is just kind of play the smart, try to reposition, try not to get sandwiched in the middle of this. And we'll see how it plays out. We got one running over to us right now. So I'm just going to wall bounce away. Just because I don't think that's worth fighting, because they already took initial shots at me. I'm going to reposition. So I got them to shoot. The goal now is I need this team right here to go fight that team. Then I can just kind of flank in the back and get into the thick of it. If I fight there, I guarantee you I'm just going to get pushed and I'm going to get aped. So we're going to listen for the audio and footsteps. And then we'll just kind of pray it happens. There they go. See, they're running there. Just as we hoped. Kind of do some guerrilla warfare here. So I got a crack. That might actually scare them. Might have actually taken shots a little too early, to be honest. Anytime somebody gets cracked, they usually panic and start to run away. One other tip is that if you land your shot or miss your shots, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes if you're not landing your shots, it tends to scare individuals. Rather than if you land all your shots, it'll deter them. It'll make sure that they don't push in. So they got a knock there. I'm going to try to work my way in over to this Valkyrie since I've cracked her and I've pretty much got her on the ropes. She's got height though, which is the downside. I could get shot over on the left, but I'm just going to go for it anyways. I'm not going to play passive. I usually don't play passive. I just try to get into the thick of it. I want this Valkyrie to know that I'm here. I'm going to climb up. Oh, hello. She got an angle on me. Let's see if she drops down. She went to the fence. GG's. Sucks for you. I'm gonna take her armor because she had better armor. I'm gonna finish this down person. We're gonna hold because I don't have any more information. I know that most teams are in shambles and there's one running over. It's a different Valkyrie. At least got a crack pretty good. I'm a little low on ammo though. I want nothing more than to push. So there's the second one. All of them are flush. Hello. I'm going to drop in the hopes that this person drops on me. Let's see if they drop. There we go. Nice. Perfect. Now I got to run because the other team's going to run at me. I might die here. This might be it. They might anchor. I did get 2 of them flush. And at this point, I just got to rotate. Like, I need to heal up. If I looted there because I took the shots, they're more likely to push. So I just got to rotate, man. That's pretty much all I can do. I'm Wattson. I can only do so much to get in and out of a fight. This looks unlooted, so I might take the time to loot over here. I just need resources at this point. I need more batteries. I don't want to waste my batteries. Luckily with Wattson passive. Oh shoot, I'm dead. There we go. That's unfortunate. We might actually post this as a first round. And I think it's going to segue to World's Edge in just a minute. So in this recording, I want to try to put a little bit more effort into, one, the amount of maps that I'm showcasing. I've died off rip probably several times already. Just kind of plummeting to my untimely Wattson end. Okay, looks like I got a few teams here. You know, we're going to drop a little bit hotter, and we'll see if we can duck and weave effectively throughout this whole thing. I might push this. This is probably dumb. I got to reposition ASAP. Just got to hold for a second. The goal is at least I get the elimination. I might go for the finish, but I'm going to take height instead. Oh, that's not good. I'm out of energy ammo. Let's swap this. Better for range and close range. Let's get a different weapon. We got an RE45. Get rid of that. Let's get some stuff. Actually, let's go for the bow here. Let's go back up height and reposition. So it looks like they eliminated one of them there. Where the heck did I get scanned from? Just hold for a second. We'll wait. Reposition. Okay, one's left. One's right. So I'm going to do... So I'm going to keep this guy on the right on my eye here. It's a full team. It's a bamboozle. There's a scan that went out. Luckily, I didn't get picked up by it. 54. They got purples. That's very unfortunate. Cracked one, but I'm going to reposition. I don't want them to know necessarily like I'm part of that squad. I want them to be a little confused as they push in. I got bamboozled. Dude, sometimes people just run at you a straight line, and it's... I actually do believe that that's a real person. Alright, I'm going to back up. Everyone's kind of disengaged. Somebody needs to make a mistake. They're in this building up front, but none of them are fighting. Are they going to reposition? Are they going to fight? Because the minute I go in and I take a shot, I know I'm going to become the center of attention. I don't want that. There they are. Headshot him. I realistically should push that. I just need the other people to kind of play ball a little bit here. They're hunkered down in that building so hard, and these guys, where are they at on the far right? They're going to know I'm by myself. I'm just going to reposition. I don't know where the other team went. I think they left. Because I don't see them over there anymore. And, well, if they ran across, they clearly don't want to fight. So I don't want to fight anymore. I'm just going to play for the end game at this point because people are being weird. I have over 403 damage. And I guess realistically on any one of those cracks, I could have just gone for something. I might get involved with that instead. Like, if they're just holding hands, okay, they res a Valkyrie. I have the team fight behind me. I can go on this. I just don't understand where that other team went. I'm going to be very upset if they start fighting and I push in this other fight instead. That's going to be very interesting and very crazy. It's just, it's really hard as a Wattson sometimes. And this is like, if I was Wraith, yeah, sure, full send it and then get the knock, get the armor swap, and then Q away and reposition. With Wattson, it's like you have to just be on full-on guerrilla warfare and just know that you have the upper hand at every which moment, you know? And that just doesn't always happen. Screw it. Let me take my time with this. There's a 3x there. I oddly tend to land my shots more with a 1x. But just so people don't get triggered, I'll pick up the 3x. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I land more with the... I need more nades and stuff. Inventory is just kind of hot garbage right now. You guys can judge that in the comment section. Let's take an off angle here. Maybe I can look inside before I push in. I mean, they've been fighting for quite some time now. And this is why I wanted to run the 1x. Actually going to put the gen here instead. Let's see what they end up doing. Because I don't want to waste the battery quite yet. Because I know that they're not going to push me right away. Crap, well they're going to push me now. Okay, I might die here. This might be a little rough. I'm just going to reposition. Because they know I'm isolated, which is the problem. If I can isolate them in this building, that might be ideal. Let's do that. Okay, I'm going to wait for one of them to make a mistake. They didn't have a hound, so if I can get the Wraith to make a mistake and just 1v1 me, that'd be ideal. I only got 5 shots with this with the PK. If they shoot the fence down below, I'm pushing. This is so strange. I'm getting so many different sporadic fights. But nobody's hard committing. Just one knock. Oh no. Did they kill the Octane? How did that person bleed out so quick? And there's a res right next to me. Got 30 arrows, so I can just reposition just for a second. Like, how did that person bleed out so quickly? Okay, I'm gonna rotate behind this team. Take height. At least have a battery. I got some heals. I got a Phoenix kit. $60, not bad. 120. That's good. I can make a play off that. It looks like they're at full inting, so this is actually really good. Good time to get involved. Like, actually get up close and personal. Try to find a nice angle here. Oh, they're rezzing nice. Nice. No. That's 2 different octanes. What the heck? Peek around the corner, bro. Come on. Just gotta push. No. Oh, I can't believe this. I can't believe I almost threw that. That's embarrassing, guys. Oh, we got it. I think the other guy's still knocked, but I gotta use Infinix to top off. That was really embarrassing. Shoot, they're on the roof. They might have all res. This isn't good. I have no more shotgun ammo. Is there a swap in here? I need a swap potentially. There's no swap. I'm crying. I'm screaming. Maybe they're running. Maybe they thought it was a third party. That's a possibility. I have extra syringes just because I don't really have any medkits or anything. If I get pushed right now, I'm absolutely gone. I'm done. They might have run because they might think it was a full team. If so, that's ideal. That's great if that's the case. I think they did run. There's so many octanes. I can't believe I whiffed though. That's kind of embarrassing. I'll leave it in the video. It's like I land some great shots and then just absolutely miss everything. Let me switch this because I don't have anything else. We'll hold that. Yep. Need a mag. Switch that because it's got better at that. Try not to window shop. Actually, we'll call the syringes. We'll drop that. I need more nades. Are there any nades in this box? No. Pick up that. There's a nade right there. Try not to window shop. You know what we can do? We can actually hold that red. Use a Phoenix kit on that. Let's pick up the remaining bit of that. Now we'll use a Phoenix kit. And then we'll push back in. Got a bit to go in the zone. This isn't awful. Not ideal. Decent loadout here. This isn't bad. I could probably spend more time looting, but I probably just need to go to zone and not waste my time. So I'm just going to run in. Run in, run in. Is that going to get me a copyright strike? I don't even know. Copyrighted music. Why are they fencing so much here? That's definitely strange and sweaty. So I'm going to take... You know what? Screw it. You know what? Okay, this is going to be dumb. Ready? I'm going to mess this up. I messed it up. Oh, I hate my life. Well, they know I'm here now. What I was trying to do is use the wall to climb over and just kind of botched it. Well, what better way to scare somebody than going through the fences, right? Maybe they'll turn on me. Maybe it'll just it would be one person. I can't even talk properly anymore. Oh, they're fighting. Maybe this actually will work out in my favor. But this isn't bad, top 7. I mean, it's not like we didn't try to get involved. We stayed pretty consistent within the fights and everything. Extra nade. I'm going to pick that up. Thank you. Going to need those for later. I like the 2x4 on my flatline, FYI, rather than the 3x. I don't know. What do you guys prefer? Everybody down below. Any preferences and sights? I'm actually curious. I feel like the 2x4 is very much slept on. And I used to love the 3x on the bow check, but for some reason recently I haven't been enjoying it as much. I feel like Tomb Raider is Wattson. Pick that up. Alright, we got some good inventory. So there's team shooting on the left, team shooting on the right. So we're going to try to do... I ideally would want to take roof here. So that's what I'm going to do. Heat shield. That's interesting. So I'm going to top off here at this angle. Let's see what's going on right here. Are they up top? 54. Can't believe I whiffed that. That's fine. They're inside, but I don't know how many are inside, and the zone's going to close in 21 seconds, so I have to kind of... It's top 5. You know what? Let's just push in. What's the worst that can happen? Get eliminated? Okay. I regret that decision already. What if this Ashe is by herself up here? You're playing like a solo, Ashe. Oh, she's not. Crap. Okay, so I'm going to get involved over on the right. I don't have a lot of heals. I'm going to drop at least one because I need the med kit. Extra bat. I just can't waste time. I'm probably going to get eliminated. Alright, I just got to pretend I'm a part of this group. I don't have any heat shields. They have heat shields. Good spray, good damage. Not bad, not bad. Might be able to swap some stuff onto them. Got him. Nice. Let's move up. Actually, before I damage, what I'm going to do... Shoot. Heat shield here. Heat shield. Nope. I have to medkit. There's no way I'm going to survive this. They might push me right after, though. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. This is scary. This is scary. I don't like this. This feels uncomfortable. You put a preemptive fence in case they decide to push. They have a gold bag, man. That's crazy. Alright, Newcastle, I'm gonna need you to push me. Thank you! Thank you so much. I love you. You are amazing, Newcastle, for that. I had 8 shields. Alright, you play outside the zone. I'll play here. Go to zone! Leave me alone. Let me reload my gun first. I'm wasting time. By the way, that right there is a waste of time. Alright, let's see if he ints me. Please don't, within the 4 seconds at least. Give me this time. Give me this time, please. Thank you. I appreciate you. King status. I can't see! Oh my god. That's so close. Well, there's only 1 squad remaining. I don't have any more heat shields. I'm probably dead. This might be the end, chat. Okay. I have way too many cells. I've been clicking the wrong stuff. Oh my god. I'm dead. I'm just dead. This is it. This is the end. More saranges. I should have naded too. Honestly, I should have used more nades. But I did realize, oh shoot, that's not good. Well, I'm just going to go to my untimely death here. There's no way I get out of this. Even if I wide swing, the probability of me surviving at this point are pretty low. I could probably nade myself out. Let's see here. Hopefully they ran to zone. Do you think they ran to zone to like be kind of sweaty? I'm so dead. This is the end. I honestly should have been eliminated much sooner. That was an uphill battle right there. The 2k damage of 6 kills with only 1 squad remaining is actually not half bad. I got 2 mags, which is my fault for not looting more heavy. I will admit I was panic looting, so a big tip is just kind of keep it calm. So as you're watching, you're probably wondering how is he keeping calm. You kind of have to. If you don't stay calm, you're probably going to get eliminated. You kind of assess it, and you're going to make mistakes, even if you are calm. I've made plenty of mistakes so far in this video, but I'm second place with 6 kills with 2,000 damage, so that's not bad. Oh, shoot. That's fun. Oh, no. I'm dead. That's unfortunate. I got stuck here. That sucks. Excuse me. All right, well, honestly, that's not a bad round. That's really not a bad round to kind of highlight there. That actually played out pretty well. All right, we'll do another one, and maybe we'll try to get World's Edge. Maybe we'll do another one on this map. Kind of see how it plays out. I don't know. What do you guys think? How are you guys enjoying this series? You know, it's a little bit more real, a little bit more grounded in terms of what thought process is actually going on. It was very unlikely I was going to win that, unfortunately. That's just, once they realize you're solo, you know, what is going to happen. And I got caught out. I could have cut to the left much sooner, though, so I could have played that smarter. All right, on to the next one. All right, we go again. I thought it was going to be World's Edge next, but it turns out it really was just Olympus. So I think on my first round, I was like, hey, it's going to be World's Edge. It turned out it was Olympus, so that's a feels bad moment that I just realized when I was looking back at the recording and I was just kind of checking like, hey, are these gameplays pretty good? I also don't want this episode to linger too much because I might do more of this if you guys really enjoy it. If you do, don't forget to leave a like, you know, show your support. Every little bit helps. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit like the back end over here and I'm going to rotate in. I hope somebody crazy enough to have the same idea. No way. Are you serious? Okay, I was about to say, that's kind of weird. I'm just going to hit like these back bends, you know, and just kind of show up and act like I own the joint. Let's see how lucky I get. There are so many people over there. I am not lucky. That's unfortunate. Let's see if the gun is still here. Usually there's a gun right here. RE45. Okay, well, I want to get involved in this. If I get eliminated, it is what it is. I'm gonna arc star that guy. I'm gonna arc star the entrance. Another team's running in. Look at this absolute nightmare. I want that box. You see me? Hello. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I got one mag here. Yay, I have to finish you. I'm so sorry. So I put the fence there preemptively, hoping if she would cycle back and panic, which she kind of did. Oh my god, you got better loot than me. I'm about to die. I'm so dead. No, I was about to swap. I'll leave this one in. That was a nice little fast round. That wasn't bad. I just wish I didn't get sandwiched by everybody. Oh, you know, that was a person from the bridge, and that was also another solo. So not everything pans out the way you want it to. I mean, we got second place. We have some decent runs. It's not bad. I mean, we ran into the champion squad there. A lot of eliminations. Again, this is on the main account, so it's not like I'm trying to sugarcoat the MMR or anything. And just trying to showcase what it really looks like. And hopefully we get a really good round in today at least. Hopefully. Okay, let's see if this is the next round that we post before we go to World's Edge. Or maybe if this is a really bang around, maybe we don't even post World's Edge. Maybe maybe this is it. Maybe we're just going to absolutely pop off here right now against a million squads that are all going to land on us. Look at that. That's always fun. What I'm going to do is I'm going to loot the bottom area right here. I'm going to pray that I get the best loadout imaginable. I'm praying for a car SMG, some sort of PK. I'm going to go for the armor instead. Reposition here. Grab that sentinel because that's not bad. Fence off that little area just in case they do drop down. I hear them. Tap strafe on him. So hopefully it's just one. It is. Managed to knock him. Not bad, not bad. Here another one. I don't know if that's on the left or right. Sounds like it's on the left. Reposition here for a second. I'm a wide swing. I took a few shots. He's got himself themselves a nice little Spitfire. I need to finish one for armor. Oh, I'm wasting my time here. I'm dead. I'm going to get eliminated, and that's already broken. He's running at... So what we're recording here is from last season that I wanted to highlight because we've been dropping hot so far, and this is a round that I recorded, and I don't know if I've used it in a video, and I said the title of this footage was used for later, and I was like, man, did I forget to use this footage? And it might be good to use in this video specifically because you'll notice that I'm still dropping hot similar as I was before. Positioning is good, not too bad. My FOV is a little different. I had a lower FOV. I think I was on 104 specifically in this footage, and I started using max FOV. So you'll notice overall, though, that the luck... I guess overall the luck that you have. So you notice there I'm always fencing. I'm taking different angles, and they're kind of running into each other. And I ran into another opponent here. I'm using the Mozambique and getting very... not lucky, consistent. Overall, I'm consistent, and that's kind of the point that I'm trying to make here. Why I wanted to segue to this footage and look back at something that I did prior, because this is a nice hot drop. Getting involved, and it's why it doesn't hurt to get involved. You never know when you're going to catch somebody out, and then how it's going to actually play in your favor. Because ultimately in this footage, I do lose, Spoiler alert. But the next footage I'm gonna highlight is with Horizon that we've used before, that I wanted to also break down the decision making and how I actually essentially won. And there we go. That was a nice little cleanup there. So again, you just kind of want to get into the thick of it, and you need to make the decision whether or not you've kind of outstayed your welcome. At this point, because I've gotten 5 eliminations, I've kind of outstayed my welcome, and realistically, like I did earlier, I should have just run instead of trying to sit here and continue to fight. Because realistically, when people are hard held on angles, and this is why it's like the more I make the series, I feel like the more difficult and harder it's going to be in general. And if it doesn't matter at this point whether you're on your main account, your alt account, your skill-based matchmaking is just reflective on realistically your last rounds and your performance. And overall, well, I always just feel like I'm in master lobbies like permanently. The mistake I make here was by dropping, and again, not rotating properly. Realistically, if you get a crack like that, you should drop. There's a nade to get some pressure. The nade is horrible though. So I decided to drop, but I dropped late here, which is the unfortunate part. I needed to drop right away, and I hesitated here, and that caused me to pretty much lose that encounter. I understand in the moment why I hesitated, and that was because I was nervous. Like, I didn't know the number of people, but, you know, if I really wanted to clutch it out and if nobody else made, like, a peek and I didn't see anybody, I should have just dropped. And so, big mistake on hesitating. And when you hesitate, you either need to push in or you need to take a different angle, and I'm spending way too much time here. So it just kind of highlights that when everything is going right, it's going right, and when everything kind of goes wrong, it goes wrong. And the way you avoid the RNG and mistakes is by just going and just making an attempt and making a try while taking angles and taking positioning. So I did locate the other opponent there, but for some reason, I think I get cracked and I drop. There is a mistake that does happen. I don't remember, which is why I have this footage highlighted for later. And you'll notice, wow, Wraith is really moving, really tap strafing. Almost eliminator, probably about 40, maybe 20 HP. It's a couple bullets remaining, but the unfortunate part here is that I'm almost out of resources. So remember how I called my natural gut instincts when watching this footage was just to rotate out to get more resources? And it really does cost me quite a bit because there's only so much that I can do with the resources that I do have. And that's the downside. It's like you kind of need to know, like, hey, I got red, I'm happy, let's just leave. I'm screaming internally right now to myself. If looking at this footage, like, just go, just leave, go look for armor, go look for loot, or, you know, cells and everything. Sitting here is just not the play. And in the moment, probably reviewing this footage, looking back at it, my biggest thing that I realized is just like I'm landing so many shots. So why should I leave if I'm landing so many shots? And that's the hard part, especially whenever you're really frying. You just have to kind of pull yourself back and say, as fun as this is, you got to know when to pull it back and say enough is enough. And that's really hard, especially when you're hot, you know, and you got a lot of eliminations early on. So let's skip ahead just a little bit. Let's take a look, because they do end up fighting, and I do end up trying to push on this. So you see what happened here is that they dropped. One of them did specifically. And how many times have I said that I shouldn't have gotten so excited and just backed off? I got the crack there, but it's going to be crazy, and this is the old Mastiff here. And yeah, I did a lot of damage. Is just kind of going into a 1v1 here, and I screwed up my movement. And then I end up losing because I whiffed there. Unfortunate. And I think the Wraith I ended up running into had a pretty high number of eliminations. Let's see if I stop the recording here or what I end up seeing. But overall, oh, no, they didn't. I know one person I ran into is pretty cracked as well. All right, but nonetheless, a segue to the win that I had with Horizon. Okay, in this footage, I was just chilling in the middle of the night, solo queuing, and I do this sometimes. I record a lot of solo queue footage, and I win a lot occasionally. I mean, I probably get one solo queue win probably a night, and I'm going to be honest with you, I probably die, I don't know, maybe 15 times until something really good actually happens. Sometimes I get really high kill rounds, but then I don't actually... I don't know, I need to do more with that footage, and this is just kind of a reminder for myself, because I used this footage before, and this was a win that I got, and I used it in a prior video, and I didn't intend to use it in a prior video, but I'm using it here. You'll notice, again, nothing is really changing except for the luck that I necessarily have. Because realistically, somebody could have jumped from behind and eliminated me, but I got a little lucky here, because they didn't drop right away. And they gave me a little bit of time for the swap. And really all you can do is just kind of play to the best of your ability. And they do drop, but it's a little late. And it's why, as a Horizon, you know, compared to when I was using Wattson earlier, that it can be a little easier. At least kind of remove the random number generation. So when I say RNG and everyone asks what RNG is, that's called random number generation. Like, there's some things that are just kind of inevitable, but if I watch your gameplay, and like I guarantee anybody who would submit gameplay and I reviewed it for coaching, if I looked at the gameplay and you're playing to the utmost of your ability, and you're playing very intelligently and smart, I would say it's inevitable that you're going to win a solo queue game. It's just a matter of time, not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And as I review my footage, it's a lot of that, you know? That's why I want to highlight this win. And we're going to skip ahead to the next fight, because I really only get into 3 fights in this round, which earlier I had 6 kills, and I've had higher eliminations, and I got to just post that footage and comment down below if you want to see me flex more my gameplay, more footage. I always try to focus on the channel being more educational and kind of showcasing more of the realism of things. But if you guys want more of that footage, I'm more than happy to post it as well. I really am. It's why like I posted those solo queue rounds that I did earlier that were kind of just more of the realistic side. But I know you guys also want to see what happens when things go well, and that's really important. I have like a massive folder of footage I just haven't really... I guess it's more or less I need to spend time to go through. And usually what I do is I record the footage, I review it like I'm doing right now, VOD reviewing, and I say, okay, well, I want to see what I could have done better. This, I do decide to disengage and kind of get out of the fight. I always, again, the car SMG bow check, very good combo. I love pairing a long range to mid range and a short range weapon together, just so I can make sure I get the poke damage initially. And my goal right here is just to kind of just take alternate angles to throw them off. And that does happen. See how I get the headshot here? And I get a good amount of damage. I needed to pretty much push right away, but unfortunately it's a rampart holding in that building. I think I tell myself, at least I would say to myself, just rotate and find another way. Because all that time spent, I think this is no-fill trios, if I'm not mistaken, or no-fill duos. But nonetheless, I think it's duos, actually. And I get absolutely shredded, and that's when I decide to just rotate. I said, yep, no longer going to take that. So we're going to see some jump cuts, skip, 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 skip. This person actually decided to jump at me. Wow, let's take a look at this. Do I die here? Is this the right footage? I'm almost questioning myself now if this is the right footage. I don't feel like I get out of this. Like, okay, well, I did a lot of damage. Damage is the best way to put pressure to get out of a fight. I feel like do they leave? I almost feel like I'm looking at the wrong footage. There's no way I get out of this. Okay, well, this is why I wanted to review, because I highlighted the 2 moments that were really good, but I wanted to highlight what happened in between and how close it can get. So the ult was there to kind of buy myself some time. Horizon ult is absolutely busted. It's really, really strong. And I do get out of that. Wow, that's crazy, and they didn't push on that. It's very interesting. So sometimes you get a little lucky. Sometimes you get people who are just overly excited. No, they're pushing. They're fine. I saw, none of you saw it from the corner there, but I did see one of them trying to hop over. So realistically, the only thing I can do, we're going to speed up and jump cut ahead. And I think they decided to back off. And I think that's a different team that is rotating out in the open towards them. And the thing is, you try to stay in the fight best you can. Sometimes it plays in your favor. Sometimes it doesn't, you know? Let's skip ahead. I decided to do the full armory here. Let's skip ahead into the next fight here. Okay, so what I did here is I went crafting. I rotated long. I got a lot of resources. The lobby was dying a little slow, but now it's 6 squads right out in the open. Just really wasn't really anything. Right now I have height, which is pretty solid positioning. I'm just looking for my next fight, and this is when I roll up. So the part that is really strong here is trying to get that entry damage. So I get that nice crack. Flesh, literally missed the last shot, unfortunately. And right now, at least I know I have a 1v1. Sometimes it's good to, even though if you've been damaged, to kind of put the pressure. And this is where I made the mistake. I highlighted this before. I think I covered this in the GameSense video. But I think it's important to kind of highlight here how I messed up my keybinds there. I hit the wrong input. And if I threw that ult down even a second sooner, that Wraith probably wouldn't have gotten away. So they're going to take the port. This team is pretty smart in terms of making sure they reposition so they don't lose this fight. But again, nonetheless, the important thing to really see here is that because I didn't hesitate as hard, I kept pushing, is why I was able to stop them from the reset. If I hesitated and waited even, a few more seconds, that person would have gotten the bat, the other person would have been able to catch me out, and I probably would have lost that encounter. So every second really matters, and it's really important, especially when you're solo queuing. And I noticed right away, sometimes it's really hard to predict. That's the thing. Especially when you're trying to solo queue and kind of make the footage a lot more unique outside of just, let's say, landing World's Edge and streamer building. Streamer building is a great way to isolate in 1v1s, but when you're playing maps like Stormpoint and trying to isolate teams, it can be very, very difficult because you're looking at open field. You don't have much movement or mobility that you can do to get yourself out. So let's skip ahead where I hear the next encounter and the next zone closes and I end up winning this game. Okay, so what happens here is I decide to rotate. There's only 4 squads remaining, and you see one rotating. One got eliminated on the rotation, but I kind of took the outer edge, and I'm trying to find myself angles. The beauty of the bow check is also the audio, which is why I like running it in no fills, because it can be harder for them to decipher where you're at. If you're using a sniper or anything, it makes a lot of noise, and it brings a lot of attention, especially if you're just trying to take shots and do damage. Because I noticed that the teams do get eliminated, I decided to go ahead and just full send this as fast as possible. And because I full send it is why I'm able to catch them out and ultimately win. Because this damage isn't crazy, number of eliminations isn't crazy, but it's not like I didn't go looking. So I took a little bit of damage, and I realized that they're landing their shot, so I decided to pop my Q. And what I'm going to do is ult them right away, just so he doesn't stay on those boxes, so I can isolate him out just in case a teammate is nearby. I pump the bat immediately, I don't hesitate, and I do look to see where the other opponent is, and I do catch them out here. And if I hesitated, this person would have actually ended up below me sooner, and I decided to drop. This is a very risky drop. I could have gotten eliminated here. I decided to go for the armor swap, and they do try to fight me here. And the white swing, if I hesitated and missed the armor swap, I would have got eliminated, and that would have been the end of the round. So I want to highlight here that this is a bit of RNG. Like this drop right here, if it could have gone real bad right here. Look at this. I caught them at the worst possible moment, and that's just like we say, random number generation. I'm just catching out your opponent, because it's not like they're bad per se, because I mean you saw them try to wall bounce, and just it happens. I mean, you saw when I was using the shotgun earlier, you make mistakes, and sometimes it works in your favor and sometimes it doesn't, and that's just kind of the reality, and why I'm making this video where I commentate. And let me know which style you prefer. I'm kind of adding both of the styles here, and the reason why I'm doing both is because I want you guys to tell me which one you enjoy more. Do you like the afterthought analysis where I'm able to replay back, or do you enjoy kind of in real-time commentary? Should we just do both? I kind of like both. I'm not gonna lie. Like we can highlight one that went really well. And the reason why I didn't have audio is because I was playing music. Sometimes I like to play music and just chill. It can be middle of the night, and you're wondering like, oh, is that the real Daz solo queuing? Yeah, most of the time it is. I'm losing a lot, and maybe I'll get a high kill game, and sometimes I don't. But again, thank you guys so much for watching this video series. Hopefully you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.